And that's what this election's about. What direction will this country go in? He's not going back. Well, Donald Trump would damn sure take us backwards. Let's be clear about that. And don't believe him when he plays dumb. He knows exactly what Project 2025 will do to restrict our freedoms. If Trump gets a chance to return, he's going to pick up exactly where he left off 4 years ago. Only this time, it will be much, much worse. Raising costs on middle-class family. He will repeal the Affordable Care Act, no doubt about it. He'll gut Social Security and Medicare. And when somebody tells you are, they believe him. He said he'd ban abortion across this country, and he'll do it, whether or not Congress is there or not. And I got to tell you, his running mate shares his dangerous and backward agenda for this country. J.D. Vance literally wrote the foreword for the architect of the Project 2025 agenda. And I got to tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, you see what I did there? Look. I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see.
Good evening, Philadelphia. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, it is good to be back in Pennsylvania. So let me say, on behalf of myself and the first, second gentleman of the United States, my husband, Doug Emhoff, thank you for the warm welcome
you'll listen to me.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Eating as much as an elephant eats.
What are you at, getting terribly fat?
What do you think will come of that?
I don't like the look of it.
Oompa, loompa.
I don't like the look of it.
Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like the Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo.
Doompa-dee-doo.
When you walk out this door, I want you to put your chucks on and tie them up tight and knock on every door you can to let America know what's at stake. Our citizenship, we must remember, requires that we use the word as both a verb and a noun. And it requires our action. And we have the power in our hands. Let me hear you all say, the power of the people is greater than the people in power. They think that we are going to let them throw shade on our Harris and Walt shine. Let me hear you say, don't throw shade on my Harris Walt shine. Don't throw shade on my Harris Walt shine. I saw some folks here. I want you all to put your ones in the air for me. Everybody right now, because this one represents unity. I want you to know that together we are one city. Let me hear you say one city, one region, one state. We are one city. Let me hear you say one city, one region, one state, and one nation united. To our vice presidential candidate, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, I am proud, sir, that you are an educator. You know the power of public education has. In helping to close the gap between the haves and the have-nots. low-income students, free college tuition for low-income students, protections for the LGBT community, standing up for workers and union members. I want to say this to you. Are you ready, Philly and Pennsylvania, to rumble for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz?